2, the 5'8 blur for Washington. He's got 5 early points. Wolfinger, he's a 7-footer, but really an outside shooter, not much of a post game at all.
Kansas is doing a really good job of on-the-ball defense out on the perimeter.
Wolfinger short on the 3. And it's going to be KU basketball. They might change this call. I think they're going to overturn this call and give the ball back to the Huskies, and that is the call and the correct one that's going to be made. We got a media timeout here in Kansas City. Up next, Washington's campaign to raise the national profile of John Brockman. It has a distinctly modern flavor.
Country.
The game has changed a little bit, Coach. I don't think you were putting out promotional internet videos for Quinn Buckner's candidacy or anything like that when he was playing.
No, I was just worried about him guarding somebody as well as he could. You know, Dan, I think at this point in the game, the most important statistic, and I'm not a great statistic guy, but Washington has 5 turnovers and no assists thus far. And in their first 3 games, they had a 40 assist to 57 turnover ratio, which doesn't speak real well for their ability to get shots on every possession.
If you ask Lorenzo Romar, who's your point guard? He said, well, any one of 3 guys, really. It could be Overton, it could be Thomas, it could be Dentman, but they've all kind of got scorers' mentalities, and we see a lot of them penetrating, a lot of dribbling, and tonight so far, a lot of turning the ball over.
You know, what you want in a point guard, I've never really been sure what a point guard was, but I wanted guards that could play. I wanted guards that didn't throw the ball away and got the people when they were open the ball. And if you got 2 of those guys, it just doubles your pleasure out there.
Dentman, Thomas, in and out. Brockman with the offensive rebound and draws the foul.
Now, it really surprises me with Kansas. That's the 3rd time that Brockman has gotten to the ball off the board without a blockout being involved. They're not really going at him in the blockout that they're going to have to, or he's going to come up with a lot of things like this.
What's hurting them is the turnovers. What's helping them is the offensive rebounds. That's their 7th. And a test for Kansas. Sharon Collins picked up his 2nd foul. He's gone to the bench. And it looks like we'll have an extended opportunity to learn about the game of Tyshawn Taylor. He's going to get a lot of minutes at the point now for KU. Brockman missed them both, and an over-the-back foul. And so Taylor's been handed the keys to the car right now for the foreseeable future, because you'd imagine Collins, if he doesn't sit out the rest of the half, he's certainly going to be out for several minutes.
I think the way that Kansas plays, though, the responsibility of distributing the basketball is shared with everybody out there. They're always looking. They're always looking inside. They're looking for the open man. They do a very good job playing with each other.
Aldridge back in, setting the screen, trying to free up Morningstar. Brockman giving up about 4 inches in this matchup with Aldridge, and the jump hook is there.
Washington has got to get quickly back in on Aldridge because Brockman can't stop him by himself in there. If he gets the ball inside, the nearest man has got to double up on him and make him throw it back out.
Aldridge 6'11", Brockman only 6'7". Aldridge with a rebound and a great outlet pass to Taylor. Morningstar's open for 3. And out of bounds to Washington.
We're going to get a look at Aldridge moving inside here with the basketball. He calls for it. He gets it. He gives a little fake to the baseline, puts it on the floor, and makes a real turn. And when he makes that turn, that's where the second defensive man has to be there to stop that.
Coach, Washington has gone better than 6 minutes since making its last field goal. Gant looking inside. Brockman. Gant with a follow. Boy, they are crashing the glass, but they're not converting, and they lose the ball over to the Jayhawks.
You know, that's another missed blockout that Kansas has had. If Kansas had been blocking out and really concentrating on the blockout, Washington would not have nearly as many offensive opportunities as they've had.
This is the 9th time ever that Washington and Kansas have met. Kansas has won 7 of the 8, including a Final Four game back in 1953, which is the deepest into the tournament national semifinal that the Huskies program has ever gotten. Morris showing some range on the jumper, back rimmed it, took that with a foot on the line, and back come the Huskies led by Thomas. Off the glass and in. The smallest man on the court has a nose for the net.
They didn't take away the left that time, and he made a quick move to his left and got inside people.